Here's the handoff. Into the second level past the 30. And he has it all the way down to the 8. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal. We're a quarter of the way through on this chilly winter afternoon. 7-0 is our score. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Lucas Oil Stadium after this. We're all set to bring you the second quarter. The Bengals well within striking distance. Now we'll give to Spears, coming left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. First shot gets him 5. Still a couple of looks remaining. It's second and goal.
A humble 5 to 6-yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. There's a give, left side. And he's in for the touchdown. The Bengals finish off their opening drive. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Bengals start off well to tie things 7-7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's a give for Wright. Breaks the tackle, still going. And finally, they bring him down. He shook off a couple of defenders there on a nice pickup. First down play nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
This dude was just not going to be stopped. Not by the first defender. Heck, not even by the second one who was able to bring him down. No, it took a few shots before this crew could finally get this beast down.
And here's another stop made right at the line. Nice back-to-back reps from this defense.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
Here they come. This is 3rd and 5.
Street. Set. 19 Lions. Check out.
Shotgun snap now to Richardson. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Bengals, they're going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. 3rd down from this distance, Brock. That is a spot you expect your offense to convert, but you also expect your defense to make the stop. This time, the defense won out with a nice interception.
Yeah, in that scenario, it's really like an outfielder in baseball, Kate, right? If you're going to go for it, as a defender, if you're going to just pull the trigger and you're going to go for it, you better make it happen, and you better get that pick. Otherwise, you're giving up a first down conversion. He gets the pick, and those defensive coaches and that defense celebrating on the sidelines.
1st and 10 from the 41. Spears running behind center. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Bails out of the pocket quick. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got third down. Throwing now from the gun. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. They get 22 on that one. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
All set up now for 1st and 10. Tight end in motion left. Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down.
Let's go now.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line.
Talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
Ready up.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11.
Ready. Forward, 70. 79 Bronco. Good.
Looking for a throw here. This one's caught. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Goal to go, they're passing. And that one's behind him. That's incomplete. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. It's 2nd and goal.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
So the incompletion on 1st. Here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go. Set. Let's go.
Takes the handoff, now to throw. Flushed out of the puck. And for the moment, that's going to be a touchdown. Whether it will stand, though, well, that depends on the call on this flag. Could that penalty come back to haunt him? It's another 2nd and goal. And they'll bring him down after an all-right game. So we're at the 2-minute warning here from Indy. The Bengals driving for a score and a halftime lead. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. He couldn't hang on, Brock. It looked like a touchdown, but it slips right through his hands, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, that is going to haunt him. A drop touchdown in the end zone. We'll see how good his mental toughness is, if he can move past it quickly and make an impact for them later.
Here we go, 4th and goal inside the 1. They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. They'll throw for the end zone. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
Hey, drops happen. It's a part of the game. But unfortunately, that's an opportunity he and his offense can't get back. 6 points that literally went right off his hands.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. This is Wright running left. And the push forward doesn't get beyond the line. Brought down by Trey Hendrickson. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
When you rush the passer, it's kind of like tracking down a runner. That same pass, same athleticism comes to life. He looked pretty good hunting his prey right there.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here.
Check, Bobcat, check, Bobcat.
Sending a receiver left. Back in his own end zone, looking to throw. Caught by the open man. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about a big hitter, 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Doesn't make the connection.
Hey, I know nobody's perfect, and all you have to do is listen to me and how many words I screw up. But you certainly expect those throws of that length to be 100%. They've got to be borderline automatic in this offense.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Bravo 80.
Wright running out of the gun. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Extra DB out there for the Bengals. 3rd down coming.
Set up. Come 19, come 19. Go.
From the shotgun, it's Richardson. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Officially a 55-yard launch. And hardly any time remaining for them in this game. Beginning a new drive here, but just 16 seconds to go before halftime. Airing it out to start this drive. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Back to throw. He's got time. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, a defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating third and extra longs, it's exactly how you get it done.
Defense looking to defend the marker on third down. He'll throw it. He's trying to push the field. And this ball's incomplete with just 2 seconds remaining.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
It's a fake from deep on their own half. And he's taken down, not even in the neighborhood of the marker. And they're going to hand this one over on downs. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Who knows when the deciding moment will come? We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Throwing now off play action. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down.
I mean, you can see it right there. The trajectory of the ball changed as it was in flight. You know, on shorter throws, receivers, they can focus, they can adjust quickly. But on a long distance throw like that, a tip, well, it really alters the course of the ball and makes it so tough to make an adjustment in time.
2nd and 10 now. That's complete to St. Brown outright. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. Offense in the hurry up here. Got his target, it's Higgins. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down. Throwing off the play fake here. Rolling out to his left. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Still sticking with the passing game. That one's cut along the left sideline. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Bengals.
You just got to love that angle route. It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Looking for somewhere to throw. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. They're going play action. And he's going to take this in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. The Bengals take the lead right away in half number 2. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. Well, this has definitely been a tight one throughout, Brock. So now the close play here, so the officials want to take a second look at it. Well, they did their due diligence, took another look at it, and the call on the field will stand after review. Extra point added on by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive.
Got it. Ready?
They're out and set. First and 10.
Bronco switch. Bronco set. Ready?
This is right. And he found some running room for a nice gain. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Second and 3 now.
Here we go. Here we go.
Running behind center with right. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. This one goes for 3 yards. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
You know what I like about a second and short run play, Kate? Yeah, I like getting a first down, but you know what I like even more? That's going to set up a play-action pass in a similar down and distance, and that defense is going to have to key on the run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Let's go now. Panther 60. Panther 60. Panther Street. Panther Street. Ready?
Off the play fake, here's Richardson. He locates Adonai Mitchell. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it'll be first down, Colts.
Ready?
Hand off, running left, right. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Tackle made by Miles Murphy. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Right again. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And it's good for an Indianapolis first down.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
It's an 8-yard pickup, then they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Third down, 1 yard to go. They run again with Wright. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. A gain of 5, Brock, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
4 downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Here's a give inside to Wright. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. Right. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Colts start the second half with some needed points. Jalen Wright with a touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a 1-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Bates now for the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Colts tie things up at 14. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some... Field position from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Another carry for him. And a bit of deja vu as they stop him at the line once again.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
Third and just 2 to go.
18 left. 18 left. Here we go. Here we go. Hurt. Take go.
Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Catch is made down the right sideline.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
We're still tied through 3 here. Neither defense has given an inch in this one. It's still a tie ball game, 14 points apiece as we get ready for the 4th. New slated downs to approach here from the 40. They go play action on 1st. Escapes the pocket. On the run right, throwing deep down the side.
Well, that throw just gets away from the quarterback a little bit, and he couldn't stay in the field to play. It's tough to blame him, though. He's got to leave the pocket, and he really had some tough circumstances to try and push that one down the field.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Trap 60. Let's go now.
Tight end going in motion here.
18.
Another throw coming on 2nd and 10. Hits his running back. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Play action on 1st down. Dumped off to his running back. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, there was never a play in any playbook I ever saw designed for a lost yardage play when you throw the ball. But if there's any solace, at least it was 1st down. A couple more chances to make up for it.
Ready up.
All right, here we go. 2nd down.
Check. Panther.
Running this one left. And he cannot shake the tackler along the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and now they'll face 3rd and 11.
I know these DNs love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing to run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's a throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on a football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. And he sure did.
Point after, up and good by McPherson. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go. Go.
Now a run with Wright. And he'll push forward for a small gain to the 31. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on 1st down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
19 tight. 19 tight. Ready, ready.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. Throwing the out route complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ready. Take go.
Wright gets it, headed right. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds him on the crossing route. He's still going at the 30. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Go. Ready.
From the red zone now. Forced out to his right.
Well, you don't get the 1st down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Set. Hut, hut.
Here's Wright on the carry. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a yard that time. They needed more, and now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
A give to Wright. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. They don't gain anything, so another goal line stand brings up a 4th down decision.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
On the set.
3 plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Set. Ready.
Now we get a timeout from the Colts. That's their first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Here we go. Here we go. 79 Broncos.
Looking to throw. And he makes the play at full extension. That's a touchdown. The Colts now trail by just a point in the 4th. It's an Adonai Mitchell touchdown. On for the PAT, and a make would tie us up late. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the 4th. Bates has it all set up. Here comes the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Indy. Bengals don't want to see this one go to overtime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Back to throw now. And Willie, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game. To throw. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Jamar Chase on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th. Here he is to throw. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. They find 21 yards and get the 1st down. Oh, baby, what a call to go for it on 4th.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 down.
Back to throw. Pass taken in by St. Brown. And he's brought down after a short gain. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. We get a timeout now from the Bengals. That's going to be their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw it. Sideline, he's got it, and he gets the feet down too. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move this. Now hang on, they want to take another look at this play, and a very important call coming up late in this game. Two timeouts remaining and some time left to use them. It's 1st and 10. Spears trying this straight ahead. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Bengals have to move here. Clock's running as they hustle to the line. Setting up to pass. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Cincinnati uses its second timeout. Still one more in their pocket to use.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Offense to the line for first down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here he is to throw. And they break the tie as it's caught for a touchdown. What a call, what a catch, Brock. And that's the play that should win this game. Absolutely clutch score there, Brock, as they take the lead here in the final minutes.
Incredible execution. The moment not too big for any of them. And, Kate, they cashed in when it really mattered.
That one right down the middle. And the Bengals break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Come 19. Go. Go, Reed. Go. Set go.
He'll look to throw it. Trying to push it deep downfield. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. Cam Taylor-Britt picks it off. And the Bengals make the play that should win them this game.
Well, that's now a second time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the second on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
Down to a knee, and we're going to see if that defense chooses to expend one of its final 2 timeouts. So the Bengals take this one on the road. And finally, Brock, they can exhale and take a few breaths, because I don't imagine any of them were breathing easy during that one with how close this game was.
Them or us? We're both.
All of us.
Yeah,
all of the above.
It is so hard, Kate, to match the adrenaline surge they feel right now and that they felt at every major turn throughout the second half. There's just something about a close game, the intensity that's there in every moment that you love to experience as a player, and that you hope in all these moments you can execute so you're the one celebrating and riding that wave of emotion.